for the interior today is gonna be putting in the monster mat. This is what everybody wants in these cars. I love these mats. Most important step, don't forget to torque your wheels. These are 14 millimeter because 5 lug swap, so these go to 100. A little movement on that. So these are actually pretty cool. These are some really old school ESM wheels. They have a waffle cap and they have a thread-on center cap. I've had these for years and you can't find another set like them. They're cool, but they're still reps, so they still have plenty of issues. That's tight. Go to the next side. We're just gonna go for a cruise, see how it feels. Hear turbo noises. That's exactly what I wanted to hear when I drove this. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Let's roll the windows out. Oh my goodness, there's nothing but turbo noises. Listen to that. We'll get for a little cruise, double check everything, there's no issues, and then we'll do a rip or two. There we go. Also sounds like third gear synchros on my good used part out Boy Trans. They aren't very good. You'll notice a difference. The blow off valve's over here, the intake's over here. I'm hearing more of like turbo flutter out of the intake because I don't have a filter on it. So really think at this point in time there's a big issue with that blow-off valve. See, you can hear it. You hear the flutter over here like it would be a diverter valve, and then it stops and hits back over here to the blow-off valve, and then you hear the psh, like you're supposed to hear. See if you can hear it again. Hear it? It's two different psh. One's over here, one's over there. There's something going on with that. That's part of an issue. I really got to get the boost gauge in here, because with this ECU, I should be seeing probably 20 pounds. So that eBay HKS valve is, I'm going to say it's junk. When you buy a used transmission, that's what you get. So, quite annoyed with that. I think what I'm going to do now is drive it home, because it is good enough to drive home. So that's what we're going to do now, and then I'll put the boost gauge in at home. I'm foot to the floor. It's not fast. I should be lighting the tires up. In a Mark III, I should be lighting these tires up in first and second gear all the time. Also, I checked the codes, so there's no codes associated with like leaking boost or anything like that. I went out and I checked all the piping. All the piping's fine. I know it's not that. I installed the boost gauge. It fits horribly. It hits the back of the housing. I don't want to cut anything. I'm going to look and see if I can find a different one. I can't even put wires in because of it. But at least we'll be able to see if there is a boost issue. Look at that, 5 pounds. Something's going on. That's exactly how it feels. Feels like there's 5 pounds. Either the blow-off valve is bleeding off all that boost, the ECU could be in like limp mode for whatever reason, but I don't see why it would be. I don't have any codes. It also could be the N75 could be bad. It's a very good possibility, and you know, it's just doing gate pressure, which is 5 pounds. Also, it's an eBay turbo, so could be cooked, could be not adjusted properly. Two things I would bet on would be the blow-off valve, because I know that's an issue, and the N75 valve. That's just common. Because this thing at 20 pounds will blow the tires off, 100%. Third gear is just cooked. That sucks. Watch, full throttle. 5-ish, 4-ish pounds. Two-step still works though. Got a used set of slicks today, and these are going to go on the Mark II. The N75 was bad on this. The N75 is right here. It's the wastegate duty controller. So it's basically an electric boost controller that the ECU is controlling. It was just dead, it wouldn't open. That's why I was only seeing 5 pounds. Usually you should be seeing about 8 to 10 pounds stock with, you know, like if everything's working perfectly, that's what you should see through the gate, and then everything else is added from the boost controller. Since this was an eBay turbo, somebody probably just never adjusted it to factory. So to adjust it, there's this rod right here, and there's 2 nuts on it. There's a nut on the front, nut on the back. What you can do is crack, they're just jam nuts to lock it in. So I'm going to loosen this back nut and crank it in a few turns, and then back here I'm going to make a mark so I know every time I come around will be a full turn. I'm going to go in 4 turns, that way I should see even more boost. Here's my mark. Every time that comes back around, I'll know it's been a turn. Crack my knuckles probably. That didn't sound good. Broke free though. That up. So see, that one's spinning free. So this one doesn't do anything but just lock it against the gate. This is the one that needs to be turned in to get more boost. You also want to make sure the rod's not turning. If the rod's turning, then you can destroy the diaphragm. 1 turn. Probably do this in incremental steps, but I don't feel like it because it's going to be hot as shit later. There's 4. So now you just tighten this one back up. I just don't have enough room to get 2 wrenches in here, so I'm hoping this will just work. It seems like it's working fine. Alright, that's plenty tight. So now the gate's adjusted, we can go drive it. After driving around yesterday on the first initial test driving, found that I was only seeing 5 pounds of boost. Basically the boost controller's bad. The N75 is bad. So I found another one in the garage because I'm a parts hoarder. Found one, put that on. It should rip now. Should have no issues with making boost. So yeah, today's the Super Bowl, so while everyone's out having Super Bowl parties or whatever, I'm just home working on my old Volkswagen. The thing is, it's making all the noise I want it to make. So all I wanted to be able to hear turbo noises and 2-step all the time. That's, well, and do some gnarly burnouts. But you just gotta let it warm up a little bit. You can see it drives just like a normal Mark IV would, but now it's a Mark III, so it's nice. AC still works, cruise control works. I should have a video up on that, installing cruise control, you know, retrofitting it I should say, because this car never came with cruise control. So not only is it now cruise control, but it's electronic cruise control, whereas Mark III's, they have a little control module and it's all vacuum operated. So this is 100% electric now. Oh, the N75 is definitely working. I just saw 6 pounds there, you know, just on partial throttle. So yeah, we're good to go. Let's see what boost we can get up to real quick. Oh man, that was about 24 pounds. So we got all the boost now. I'll pull over and we can have a 2-step launch. Let's see how it goes. A quick little U-turn in here. So to use launch control on a Mark IV, you gotta be at a dead stop. Speed sensor can't see anything. So put it in first. Look at that. Now that's a burnout. Look at the smoke pluming in here. Oh, there's a great cloud back there. Oh, we better get out of here. Oh man, this thing just rips it. It just lights the tires up. Here, let's do a little rip real quick. Like I said, this thing should just light the tires up at any time with a 1.8t tuned in here. This is great. Our second gear is just lighting it up. Oh, the whole car's filled with smoke. Let me now that's how it should be, man. Hell yeah. That's what this is all about. It's just being able to light the tires up like that. Look, and it's still just fine. Temperature's perfect. Do another little two-step. Hey look, nobody even notices because the exhaust is good. It's quiet. Had to show an RSX what was up.